Hello and welcome to the Final Games Lab demo using Unity Engine. First off, we have a space shooter where you shoot down asteroids with lasers. You can move around the map. The score is documented using debug logs on the bottom left. Of course, if you hit one of the asteroids, you die and the game restarts. Next up, we have a platformer. First, you have to string together some relatively easy jumps, then you have to string together much harder ones to get to the top, after which you have a leap of faith, where you don't know where you're going, but if you hit the asteroid, you die. Of course, if you fall down, you hit the ground hitbox and the level resets. Next up, we have a first-person shooter, where you shoot down these boxes that spawn randomly. This is a time-based game. Time is in the center, the score is on the top right. If you run out of time, you essentially die and the game ends. But if you hit these boxes, you get extra time. Next, we have an FPS physics game where you can use boxes to actually climb platforms. You can stack them together. There's also this massive fan which is going to blow away the boxes that are lighter. There is a heavier box which you can go through the fan with, but first you have to use the lighter box to climb up on the swivel. The heavier box also unlocks the door using the special platform, and as you can see, the door swings on contact. Next, we have a third-person game with AI, where this evil sphere is patrolling and it's going to shoot at our main character if it sees it. Ow, that hurt. You can of course use stealth to avoid it and go around this maze. Next, we have inventory. Similar mechanics as the FPS physics, but here we have keys that you use to unlock the door. So we have the gold key and the silver key, and we can use them to make the door swing as earlier. Next up, we have a split screen racing game with AI players. As you saw in the initial menu, we have a couple of tracks. The second one is locked until you get a certain time in the first one. The lap time is on the top right, and as we win, we should have the next track unlocked. This has more obstacles, different AI cars, and also a different surface. Now we'll move on to the final prototype, TelePortal, which introduces levels and progression. This is of course inspired by Portal by Valve. The spotlight is used to guide the player to show that the box placed on the special platform is going to create a door out of nowhere, which is going to teleport you to the next level. New concepts are introduced in each level. Here you learn to stack boxes. The next level shows you that the door can spawn somewhere else that you might have to go to. The one after that is the first one that actually presents danger. And as any inquisitive user, I first jump into the water, only to get a referenced message from Portal where Cave Johnson insults me and basically tells me that the water in Aperture is radioactive for some reason. The next level is much more complex with a lot of moving platforms that you have to skillfully navigate. There is also this instance where you have to throw the special cube across because there's no way to make it to the platform. And if you mess it up and you destroy the cube, you have to go all the way back to get another one. There is also a case where you have to place this plank to create a bridge across platforms to go across. The final level features multiple moving platforms that you have to jump across. There is also an AI turret that is going to shoot at you. More references from Portal. There's special blocker cubes that you need to use to kind of get around that. There are also these booster systems that you can use to propel your cubes to unlikely locations. And at the end, if you finish the game, it gives you a unique message. Of course, in every case, if you die, there is a secondary camera and you can click to restart the level so you don't have to start from scratch. I hope you have fun playing it, and thank you for watching.